What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. Today is Stock Watch Sunday. As always, every Sunday on this channel, we go over Stock Watch Sunday. So we'll just go over stocks that I'm watching throughout the coming week and kind of give you my insight on how I find value in stocks. So welcome to my channel. If you're visiting for the first time, please take note to the chatting going on to the left. Feel free to ask any questions as you see fit coming. You know, it could be related to whatever we're watching tonight, or it could be whatever, any other question that you might have related to just stocks in general or over-the-counter stocks in particular. That is how I find success, is with trading over-the-counter stocks. And so, yeah, let me go ahead and welcome some folks here. Boomdog, Alan, Taroma, Connie, Jordan, Tammy. Good to see you. Lots of familiar faces going on. I don't know why, but I always get notified when I go live, as if I don't know that I'm going live. Right on my phone. Like I'm getting, you know, notifications that I'm going live. It's so weird. That's what, if you heard that little jingle in the background, it was kind of funny. Michael Moreno, what's going on, man? So yeah, before I get into anything, if you weren't aware, we were having a contest on our Instagram account. So if you're not familiar again with who I am, or haven't, you know, just following me for the first time, I have helped build a community. It's called We Trade HQ, and if you're interested in checking out a community with like-minded individuals where we celebrate each other's success and help each other become better traders, the links are in the description for, you know, on this video to check out WeTradeHQ.com. It's absolutely free to join, and it's a great community that we've built. We have over 2,200 members worldwide that connect and grow and just learn from, you know, other traders that have been, you know, maybe been trading for a while, or if you're brand new, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, we have all walks of life and all stages of folks' trading career. And the other great part is that we're bringing other people that are experts within their own little niche within the stock market or even cryptocurrency. We're currently working on that every day, and just building relationships with all sorts of influencers, and, you know, bringing great content to you. Again, it's absolutely free to join. I encourage you to do that. And we just really have a solid community, and it's I don't know, we just love trading. We love having a good time. I think we go above and beyond. It's a tight-knit group. We have, you know, connections that go beyond ticker symbols and dollar signs. You know, people actually care about each other's lives within the group too. So it's cool. I think it's something unique that we have that nobody else does. And the best part about it is that it's free. So check it out. It's WeTradeHQ.com. So anyway, on the WeTradeHQ Instagram, if you can see that, I had a contest starting Friday night, and I said I would announce the winner tonight, who was going to win my course for free. And Joe Moel, I think is his name, and I said I was going to announce the winner tonight. So that's who it is. I randomly selected Joe Moel. I'll reach out to you via direct message or Instagram. If you're watching, congratulations, and I will send you a direct message after my live stream. So that's what I was reading. So anyway, been a while, Dylan. What's going on? Yeah, nice to see you, man. Papa Wolfek, how's it going? So anyway, the stocks that I'm watching this week are going to be LVCA, RMRK, and DIRV. I'll go over why I see value in those. LVCA, it was one I was actually watching from last week. Some events have unfolded since then. As suspected, I expressed to you my thoughts on what was going to be going down with LVCA last Sunday, and lo and behold, it happened. So we'll go over that, and yeah. So no, it's LVCA. So I'll go ahead. I can go ahead and type it in there for you. So let me go ahead and just type the tickers for you. I probably should have been doing this for a while, a long time ago, but we'll do it anyway. LVCA, RMRK, and DIRV. There you go. So those are the tickers that I'm watching this week, and so we'll get started with DIRV. I already have it pulled up, so I'm going to shrink my body down to a really tiny size. I'm going to scoot you guys over here, and let's get it pulled up. So here's DIRV. Again, this is WeTradeHQ.com. It's completely free to join and interact with folks here. All you got to do is just provide an email, create a little account. You can even create your own profiles, as you can see that I've done here, and some other of our other folks, I should say, rather. And so what you can do, what WeTradeHQ offers you is a real-time chatting. You can do that as well, and you can do technical analysis real-time, which is what I'm doing here. This is a chart via TradingView. It's a really great resource that we have been able to embed onto our website, and it's absolutely free again to do so. So what I did was I added Bollinger Bands. This is how I do some of my technical analysis. I really like to use Bollinger Bands and RSI indicators, particularly to try and identify any kind of oversold or overbought situation. For this though, DIRV, this is one I've been watching for a while. I really honestly feel that we've been coming down to a solid support level. I actually announced to you guys that I added to my position. I would have really had loved to get down to the 5.3 area, the buy-in, but unfortunately it literally immediately bounced off of 5.3. So I actually ended up getting in an average down, I should say, at 5.6. I originally got in around 6.4, so I've averaged down after I got into 5.6. Just because I thought that this would be a good opportunity to get down here because of this support level that I was seeing. So this is great. This is a great part of what we offer at WeTradeHQ. The other thing is that we actually obviously have the chatting here, but we also have chatting with Discord. So if you prefer using Discord, we also have that as well. Again, links are in the description for that. And so DIRV, they have a lot, going on recently. So 9/13, they had a new COO and CFO announced on what was that, Thursday? I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. And so while that news wasn't mind-blowing, it wasn't earth-shattering, they still got stuff going on. And I could see that there's quite a bit of heavy accumulation going on here, which tells me that a couple of things. People obviously are seeing value in this, but also that this could potentially be shrinking the float. If I look here, obviously they're current, which is what we always like to see. Looking at the share structure, it's not too big, and this is pretty recent. And when I was looking through the disclosures, so I looked at here, level 2 didn't show that it was too much as far as dilution was concerned. And we can look here, convertible debt, it's 3 million. Obviously that's not, nothing that you should be ignoring, but it's not, how do I want to say this? It's not like a crazy amount of, of convertible debt that they have. When you compare it to other stocks in the OTC, this is pretty reasonable, pretty run-of-the-mill convertible debt that they're just working through. And honestly, they haven't diluted much, since last year, really. What they got, maybe $50,000-ish that they've converted, that over. So this could mean that possibly they're looking for other ways to rid themselves of this debt rather than converting it into shares and dumping it onto us as the investor. This is one that I'm in particularly. By no means am I saying that you should buy this because I'm watching it or because I'm actually in it. This is just an attempt to show you how I find value in stocks. So RMRK, this is another one that I've kind of had my eye on for a little while. They've just been dishing out filings, and it's one of those things where it's only a matter of time before they become current, and I think that this week could be the week. We've seen some steady gains from the 0005 range. If we look at RMRK, there's plenty of opportunities to make a decent trade on this, whether you were making a short-term investment on this, just a simple day trade, or if you're in this long-term, there's plenty of opportunities to make money on RMRK, in my opinion. So what I like to do is I always like to look at the hourly chart. I think it gives me a good hourly, 4-hour, and daily charts are usually the ones that I go after when I'm looking to do technical analysis. And you can see here that there's been it's so tough to find solid support levels in 000 stocks, but we were watching this, at 0007, and we were also watching this even as far down as 0005. There's plenty of opportunities. Plenty of opportunities to get in here. at low levels. And Friday it closed at 001, so you could have easily had an opportunity to double your investment or even get a nice 30% bump. In my opinion, I think this could go much further than that because of the potential for them going current. And the thing is, guys, is when you're looking at over-the-counter stocks, especially when shells that are getting taken over or they're bringing them back to life, so to speak. There's a cycle that these go through. They go through a reinstatement, custodianships, and all that good stuff. Then the next thing is that they try to get current. And then after they get current, we finally find out what it is that they are looking to do. And I think what a lot of people overlook is the actual cost it takes to get a company current. After they go through reinstatements and all that stuff. The cost is immense. It's such a huge cost. It's just a lot. It just costs a lot of money to get a company current. You got to pay the accountants and all of that stuff. It just and not only that, but then you have to submit it to the SEC to get listed as a pink sheet, because right now they only have the yield sign here. So there's just a lot going on with RMRK that they're doing to try to get this current, and it can't be all for nothing. So RMRK going current is always a pretty decent catalyst for any stock, and in my opinion, it would not shock me if we saw some sort of current status this week and maybe even into next week. But it would not shock me at all if we saw that. So RMRK is definitely one that I have on my radar to potentially make another nice decent run on. We played it actually about around this time last year, if I'm not mistaken, and I think it ran like around 2,600% or something like that. It was a nice little run that folks got into. So we could definitely see a nice, a different or another type of run like that, in the very near future, especially after they get themselves current. And the other thing is that they weren't current at all this time last year. They had tons of filings to go through. So they're finally there. If you look at their disclosures, they are all up to date as far as that's concerned. So I think all we're waiting on right now is just to actually get that status up to current or pink sheet status. So definitely one to keep an eye on. The other one is LVCA. This was one we were talking about last week. Again, this is another Joseph Acaro stock, and you all know how I feel about Joseph Acaro and the stocks that he's getting in. If you can see here, Joseph Acaro is the president of this company, and then Barbara Bowman is the CEO's treasurer / treasurer. Here's the connection with Barbara Bowman. So her husband is Joseph Acaro's right-hand man and lawyer. And so what they do is lots of times you'll see that they work together to try to get, flip these shells. And that's really what Joseph Acaro does. He takes a shell that's relatively decent, turns it into something, basically gets it current, gets it reinstated, custodianships, all that stuff. And then what he ends up doing is that he will end up merging this with another company. We saw this already with the attorney letter that came out with current, respect to current information. Well, and then they did get current, and you can see here their pink sheets or pinks. Their status is pink, and they are current. And so then they also, when I said that this attorney letter was coming out, that they would potentially be terminating custodianship, and they did. So then now there is a new CEO that's coming in that was on their board of directors, who is now becoming the new CEO. Or no, I'm sorry, I think I have that wrong. I have that on LRDR. But LVCA, they canceled they're getting ready to cancel custodianship on this one. And we saw a nice little bump on LVCA in the beginning of the week when this all started to unravel. So if we go over, looking to see, here we go. Oh, that was 2 months ago. So anyway, if we look at the hourly chart here on LVCA, this was the beginning of last week. And right on Monday, like clockwork, it really bumped up, had a nice big green candle there, and it's kind of settled down after that. But again, we're just waiting for LVCA to cancel custodianships, and then we'll kind of find out who it is that they're potentially going to be merging with. We saw this with CYPA, we're seeing this with LRDR, and LVCA, in my opinion, could be the next one coming down the pike. So that is why LVCA is going to be probably on my radar for, some time to come. But I think, in my opinion, the more attention that this draws, especially as LRDR starts to really develop into their potential merger, that LVCA will kind of be more of an empathy play or sympathy play, however you want to look at that. And, it's definitely, in my opinion, going to follow suit with all of those other stocks that Joseph Vaccaro just happens to turn to gold. He's like King Midas. I mean, it's like everything he touches turns to gold. And I'm not trying to exaggerate on that. That's just what happens. The guy's just been proven to do that time and again. All right, so just kind of looking over what y'all are talking about. So those are my 3 stocks to watch for this week. Again, it's LVCA, RMRK, and DIRV. And so let's see here, seeing if there's anybody who has any immediate questions. In particular, doesn't look like it. It just looks like some folks are helping someone else out. So appreciate that, Alan and Jan. And yeah, so I don't know, guys. If you guys don't have any immediate questions, and that's completely okay. But I am agreeing with Alan here to hit the like button, and I would appreciate that if I got your support and your support for this channel. Also, if you are interested in potentially purchasing merch, we have our merchandise store where we have apparel here. I'm actually wearing one of our shirts now. If you can see, that's pretty sweet caveat emptor baseball tee. I'm always wearing like a different shirt, it seems, every video, but I just love them. They're super comfortable. The folks that have already purchased them love them, and it's really, I don't know, it's just a way to show us some love and some support. We don't really make that much off of them, to be honest with you, but it's just a fun way to kind of, I guess, show a little bit of unity and support for We Trade HQ. I just really feel like we've got so much going on within the We Trade HQ community that, man, I just can't wait to see what we look like this time next year. And you guys are here on the ground floor to witness it all happen. I'm just super excited for it. So if you liked this video, if you saw some value, if you learned something, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I make an upload or go live. And again, check out We Trade HQ. The links are in the description below. I also have a comprehensive course that teaches you the how to trade over-the-counter stocks and kind of like how to avoid some of the beginning mistakes that I made so that you don't have to make them. It saves you so much time and effort, and basically will, I don't know, accelerate your trading career. If you want to step your game up, I highly encourage you to do that. You will also receive a We Trade HQ t-shirt and 30 days of my mentorship free, where I go live with my select group of folks from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's the most volatile time of the market, and there is a siren going on outside. Sorry about that, guys. So it's the most volatile time of the market. So we break that down. I actually have my scanners through Equity Feed that I have set up, so you guys can see all that I have going on, how I find these stocks before they run. So with all that, guys, does it come in pink? I think it does come in pink, actually, Jan. So check that out. Links are also in the description for the merchandise store. It's all down there for it if you want to go check that out. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in tonight. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everything you guys do. And as always, y'all, I will see you all before the bell. And B Smith is out. Have a good night, guys.